So this little rant is going to be about gratitude. If you haven't watched the last vlog, do it, because I explained about how I have this little tonsil issue, which feels a lot better today. But yesterday was the worst day episode of the entire thing. I started out my day going to class. I then got physical therapy on my shoulder, completely unrelated to this. I then got an MRI because the doctor wanted to do a neck scan to see if I need something like taken out of my tonsil. So I did the MRI where they shot iodine through an IV into me. And then I went to an emergency care place to see if they could relieve the pain because I could not eat, I could not drink, it was terrible. They said the situation was so bad they didn't feel comfortable treating it, so they sent me to the ER. I waited in the waiting room at the ER amongst about 30 other people waiting to be seen for about an hour and 45 minutes. And there I was with my extremely uncomfortable throat, but other than that, everything in life is good. I had a safe place to stay, I had all the food that I wanted, my body worked relatively functional except for this small issue. And the people that were waiting in that room, these local Colorado Springs people, some of them were crying, some of them had broken arms. You could tell there was one woman who was an old woman who I heard her over talking to someone that her house had burned down 2 weeks ago. She didn't have insurance and she's been homeless, sleeping in the emergency room of different hospitals. Yesterday was a shitty day for me. I went to 4 different medical facilities. I had 5 different needles in 3 different times injected into my body. I got shots, IVs. It was crappy. It was not fun. But at the end of the day, I ended up in a place around midnight where my situation was probably easier than 90% of the other people in the same room that I was in. And instead of continuing to vent to myself and sort of bitch about my situation, which doesn't really help, I took that hour and a half in the waiting room to just soak in how grateful I was for the situation that I'm in. Most of the people probably watching this, and I'm not going to say everyone, you may have some serious stuff, issues, life experiences that you're dealing with in your life. But I'd say 99% of the people watching this, when we have our low points, those low points are probably high points for over 1 billion people in the world that will never even get to reach that point when you're really down in the dumps like when I was. I have so many things that other people would want. Security, education, relationships. And this is why I think one of the greatest, if not the greatest, life hacks you can have in order to make your life happier, more efficient, work better, is to find gratitude in your life, to realize how freaking lucky you are to be able to breathe oxygen, to have a functional body. He just numbed my mouth and poked my tonsil with a big needle to try to draw out a little pus, which he did, a little bit, so that could be good news. Disgusting news, but nevertheless good news.
Appreciate.co.uk.
That silly thing was shoulder therapy. Just got the cardio done, getting it done every day. So what I didn't show you guys on the last vlog was once you have your tea cooled off, what to do with it. So I'm gonna take this SCOBY out. Again, this is another one of those huge jars that got fermented way too much. So I'm gonna empty this one out, but first capture a couple cups of the liquid. Alright, so I've cleaned out that disgusting pot of overly fermented tea. I have my fresh pot right here with new brewed sweet green tea and 3 cups of starter tea. Pour the new batch into the pot. Beautiful. And I'll probably ditch some of these SCOBYs and put in a few that I like how they look. This is the first time I've ever cooked rice in the pressure cooker. Let's check it out. Oh,